a while to close it out, but in the end, how do you feel about how you played?
Well, I thought I had patches of the match where I played pretty good. Overall, I thought that I should have closed it earlier, but credit to him for fighting back, playing some good points when he needed to, big serves. Just overall, I'm glad that I managed to close it out in straight sets, because it was becoming quite a battle. 2 hours, two sets. But it was always going to be a tough one playing Stevie in front of the American crowd, obviously. On the center court, he had nothing to, not much to lose, so came out playing well. I think I can do better, definitely, in terms of level of tennis, and hopefully I can improve for the next match.
In a series for Grand Slam, they try to have similar conditions everywhere. How good does it work? How different is it from Toronto to coming here?
In terms of which kind of conditions?
Like playing conditions.
Playing conditions.
Speed, balls.
Well, in terms of balls, it's not the same as US Open, and that's something that is not that great. Obviously, on the clay, we also have this kind of situation, where Roland Garros is played with one kind of balls, and the other tournaments as a lead up to the Roland Garros are played with the other balls, and same here. So that's something that obviously is different, and you have to kind of deal with it, accept it. The ball is bouncing quite high in Toronto and here as well. I think when it's very hot and humid, the ball flies through the air quite a lot, so it's not easy to control the ball. But at night the conditions are quite different from the day, and ball is a bit slower, and so the bounce of the ball as well is a bit lower, which is nicer for play, so to say. But in these kind of conditions, you obviously need to rely a lot on your serve and trying to hold your serve comfortably, and then hopefully you get lucky on the return.
Novak, it's quite a long time ago since the Big Five played all together in one tournament. Do you think is this just bad luck with injuries, or is it more the players playing a little bit more clever to not use too much energy? So what do you think, why that is?
I guess it's just age in a way as well. Even though I think age is just a number, but still, most of us, players that were winning most of the big tournaments in the last decade. We have also kind of I don't want to say expiry date with our body, but just times when you need to slow things down a little bit and then be, I guess, a wiser in terms of approach to scheduling when you want to play your best. And it's normal to expect that you have new faces on the tour. Zverev, who is now established, top 3, 4, 5 player in the world for quite a long time. Tsitsipas, Coric, Shapovalov. You have a lot of those next-gen players that are making their mark in the tennis, and this is the new generation that is coming in, and I don't think that's something weird, or unexpected. It's just it had to happen, but still I think the top guys are hanging in there. And it's a good mix now that we have. I feel like it's good times for men's tennis.
Last week, you mentioned you probably should have closed this out earlier, but what were you happy about tonight with your game?
It's just, after not capitalizing on that many match points, just staying composed and all the way through to the last shot. So I think that's something that I take as a positive out of it, and obviously serving well in the important moments.
The Davis Cup vote happens in 3 days. How much have you been following the lead up to it, the debates, and what result are you hoping for?
Well, I've been in touch with people that are there, and yeah, I mean, obviously everybody's excited in a way to see what happens, you know, whether the format will be changed. And I'm just in favor of the change of format, nothing else, nobody else. I mean, I've been saying that 10 years ago. There's nothing different. I mean, it's just that 10 years ago ITF didn't want to hear anything about it, and all of a sudden in the last year that has changed. So I'm, as a player, glad that they're considering to change the format that obviously has not been that great for the competition or for the players in the last decade or so.
Who else have you been talking to there?
Sorry?
You said you've been talking to people, and who have you been talking to there?
I'll keep it to myself.
Last one.
Novak, Roger was talking today about you were winning Wimbledon. He was saying that the way things happen is that all of a sudden when you go and like a 2-year period like you had and then win, all of a sudden everyone thinks you're going to win the US Open. For you, how are you handling, just mentally and emotionally and everything, how are you handling the post-Wimbledon high?
Yeah.
And how are you tempering your expectations?
Well, I'm obviously enjoying it. You know, winning Wimbledon is probably the pinnacle of our sport, and been fortunate to win it now 4 times and experienced some really wonderful things with my wife, my son being there. It was very emotional after everything I've been through the last two years. So I'm obviously very, very pleased with how I've you know, went through that journey of post-injury and operation and recovery, and then slowly kind of raising the level of tennis and getting to Wimbledon and playing my best there. Obviously, it takes a little bit of time now to get used to the hard courts and get to that top level of performance. I don't think I'm there yet, but hopefully I can get as many matches this week as possible. This has been the tournament that I've never won out of all the Masters events, and I've been trying. So I have another shot. We'll see. But you know, US Open definitely around the corner is the one that, you know, you're thinking about, where you want to play your best.